Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So you might be thinking, what are you holding? It's a little microphone that I bought. So I had someone comment in a recent video that it was a little bit hard to hear the audio. I'm not sure if they were the only one, but it's possible other people couldn't really hear the audio and didn't say anything. So I bought a mic. We're testing it out in this video and seeing if the audio is better. Hopefully, that's the goal. So I'm probably gonna clip it to me in a second, and we'll see if that makes a difference having it clipped and talking into it. But I'm gonna show you a bunch of amigurumis that I made. There's honestly, I have made so many amigurumis in the last couple weeks, and I have fallen behind on these videos on the showing you everything I've crocheted this week video. Part of it is because in the last 3 weeks, I've done 2 markets. I posted a video on one market that I did, and that was the second market that I did. It becomes very hard for me to find the time to make these videos before doing the markets. I feel like the markets kind of just pop up out of nowhere, it feels like. And I don't know, even though I feel very prepared because I've done so many markets, I've done them for years. I have tons of inventory. I tend to fall behind when it comes to like pricing things, and um it's just not my favorite task, and it does take a while when you're pricing a lot of things, and that's what I tend to do before my markets. And yeah, then I end up not making a video to show you guys, but I'm gonna try to work on that. um yeah, I think I posted like 2 videos this week, so ideally goals would be to post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If I can't do that, I would absolutely love to do Monday and Friday, but I don't know. Worst case, 1 video a week, but I would absolutely love to keep up with 3 a week. We'll see. When I can, I do. So I think that's the most um you can really try to do anyways. So I have a tote bag here full of amigurumis and different sizes. I have a couple here on the floor as well that didn't fit in the bag, so let's get started. I usually work with acrylic yarn. If you watch my videos, if you've seen my Instagram, you know my go-to is acrylic yarn. It's just what I learned with, and I love it. I love acrylic yarn. I do, however, have a bit of like blanket yarn here and there, and I like to make a couple projects with different yarn weights. So that's kind of what happened this week. There's definitely a variety of yarn weights, but for my acrylic girlies, don't fear. I love my acrylic yarn. Yes, these projects are, most of them I think are not acrylic, but don't fear. It was just for this week. Maybe next week too, but I promise I'm an acrylic yarn girl. So okay. This opossum is made with Burnett blanket yarn, and it is so cute. I love this opossum pattern. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy. The only thing is that it is quite a bit of sewing, but look how cute it turns out. I feel like it's worth it. Um, Everything was made with blanket yarn. However, I did not have pink blanket yarn, so I got some acrylic. Even the nose. I was scared the nose was going to come out weird because it is acrylic 4 weight worsted weight yarn attached to blanket yarn, but it worked. So I'm glad that worked. And yeah, I was using up some yarn. This grayish color was from one of those like Ogo skeins, which is like the round when they did like the blanket yarn in these round skeins, and I think it's divided into 3 or 4 colors. Well, I was trying to use up some of those skeins because they're kind of a weird shape, and I didn't really know they're not since the shape is so weird, storage with those is kind of weird too. They do take a lot of space. So I was trying to use up some of those skeins, and I think I finished one. I had like six, and I think I used one. I ripped open two, but between the colors, I was only able to finish one. So, anyways, this is a paid for pattern on Etsy, and I've had it for a while. I think this is maybe the fourth one that I've made, but the first one in blanket yarn, and it's just so cute. So the reason I say it's a lot of sewing is because the ears, the 4 feet, and the tail are all sewn on. Um, I don't know. It just takes me got a little hair. It just takes me a bit longer than I would think to finish it. So it is super cute. And I will probably be making more, but I just tend to make them here and there because of the sewing. My go-to opossum is a smaller opossum. I'm sure it would turn out much bigger if I used blanket yarn as well, but usually that opossum does turn out like a decent size with acrylic yarn. So um I knew it would turn out even bigger, of course, with blanket yarn, but it does usually turn out bigger than the one I'm going to show you right now. So this one is a free pattern on Instagram, and for this one you only have to sew on the ears and the tail. So look how cute. Oh, I love it. So this one is made with velvet yarn. I got maybe 6 skeins of velvet yarn like 3 years ago from Michael's, and they've just been on the shelf, just sitting there waiting to be used, and I never use them because I love them. They're so beautiful. They're so soft. I think I made a cow from my own cow pattern with velvet yarn. It was so cute. But I think that's really the only project that I've made with it before. So yesterday I think it was, I looked at that shelf and it is 6 like random colors. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try to finish up my velvet yarn, even though I'm going to be really sad and heartbroken to not have it anymore. I know that because I only have the 6 colors, I am not like using it. So I want to use it up, and I just so happen to have the colors to make an opossum. I have pink, white, gray, like a brown color, purple, and I think maybe a second pink. So yeah, perfect colors to make an opossum. So I'll probably be making more of these next week, but for right now I just have this one. So that's why I was saying that the different yarn weights will probably carry over to next week too, and then after that I'll probably be back to my regular acrylic yarn plushies. But I do want to use up the velvet yarn, not because it's an eyesore, because I love seeing it, but I hope you guys probably know what I'm saying is that I just I want I want it to become a plushie or a few plushies. And yeah, I just feel really guilty basically having the yarn and not using it. And the excuse for that was, I need more colors, but I don't see myself building up a velvet yarn collection, to be honest with you guys. And then I have a 6 weight yarn pile as well. It's just 5 colors, but it's 5 random colors. So I've been dealing with that too. I'm gonna show you guys, if I remember, I'm gonna show you guys the shelf where those yarn skeins are so you guys can see. But anyways, long story short, I love this opossum so much. I put this one on my Etsy shop, and I will probably most likely be making more. So you'll see some more velvet plushies next week. But this is the 5, no, 6, I think blanket weight, the like burnette blanket, I'm pretty sure is 5. So I think this is 6 weight yarn. Like I said, I only have like 5 colors of this yarn, and I did not know what to make of it. So I went with frogs. When I bought this skein of yarn, okay, this is super cute though, but quick backstory. When I bought this skein of yarn, I bought it because I wanted to make a giant cucumber, and I did. And it turned out so cute. So I think I made the pattern. It's on my Etsy pattern shop, but that's where this skein originated. And then I ended up with leftover from that yarn skein, so I made some frogs and they're so cute. This is the frog pattern that I often make. Let me see. I literally am surrounded by bags of amigurumis, but I make this frog pattern often. You guys have probably seen it. I'm sure I make at least like I've been making at least like one in each of my recent videos. Um I think the last one I showed you was purple, but I want to show you guys how small it is in comparison. It's so cute, and of course, can't find it. I don't even know if I've shown you guys the amigurumis in this tote. I feel like everything is getting mixed up. Market season, I love market season, but it's hard to keep up with everything. Oh my goodness. Actually, while I'm in that tote bag, I have this frog that I made um maybe a year ago, and I was gonna write a pattern for it, and I never did. So let me know if you guys think this fancy frog should be a pattern. I think it's so cute. Oh my gosh, with his bow tie and his heart belly. I wrote it down. I wrote the pattern down, but I didn't actually like type it up. So let me know if you think that should be a pattern. I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna look for the frog and I'll be right back. I failed the mission. I couldn't find the frog. I think I have been making like one or two average a week, but I have been taking them to markets and the little shop that I sell at. So yeah, it's really cute. Acrylic. This is when I make them in acrylic anyways. But this is a free frog pattern on Instagram. It's adorable. I will probably next week make another frog in acrylic so you can see the size difference because I think that'd be cute to show you. I could just bring it, pop this guy back in so you guys can see. But I made four. I made this happy one. I made this grumpy one. Or I don't know if he's grumpy. He's kind of just there. He's not happy. Maybe he's not angry, but this one's definitely a happy frog. And then lastly, I did this one too. So I think I did two like happy ones and then two just we'll call them grumpy frogs. I think they're so cute though. I'm debating posting those on my Etsy shop too. I think they're adorable. And working with that same weight yarn, I had no idea what to make with this color. So I went ahead and did some fancy. This yarn is so soft though. I think it's like sweet snuggles something. I don't know. I'll show you. I'll try to remember to show you guys, but it's so cute. It's so soft. I love it. And that's the Mabel chicken pattern. That's the paid for pattern. I made two of these. I'm only seeing one in here, but I made, oh, here's the second one. I made two and I did post these on my Etsy shop because I think they're so cute. I just wish you could like feel how soft they are. Same with the frogs because it's the same type of yarn, but yes. I love that pattern. I love that pattern. Next, I have a capybara, and guess what? It's made with 4 worsted weight yarn. This is a paid for pattern. I have mentioned before I've bought like 5 capybara patterns. I should probably make one of each again and keep them all to show you guys the difference of like these patterns because it took me a while to find a pattern that I really liked. Ideally, I would love to find one that comes out a little bit smaller, like for a keychain. But for right now, this is the one that I have been remaking. And I just put a little orange on him. The orange is not in the pattern, but it's completely easy to freehand it. But look how cute. Super cute. I'm obsessed with capybaras. Um, I think I have the ugly duckling to show you guys today. I think I accidentally made the ugly duckling. So, going along with the trying to use up yarn that I only have like one of that weight, one skein or two. I had white and I think I have red left. It didn't have a ball band, but it's a very light, thin yarn. So I just had a little bit left. I made one duck. I think this one's super cute. This is a rubber duck. Bubbles the rubber duck. It's a paid for pattern. I think it's $4 on Etsy, but it's super, super cute. And I made a second one. And this one I think might be the ugly duckling on accident. I put the safety eyes misaligned. I don't know. I was watching TV. I think I was watching The Voice and I got distracted. So I put the bill on sideways on purpose to just make it look like she's daydreaming. She's a cutie. Honestly, I feel like I should put a little bow on her head. I feel like that would just make her extra adorable, like a little pink bow up here. Maybe I'm gonna do that because she's just so cute. And I guess she's not the ugly duckling, but she's kind of the I don't know. We'll have to figure out a name for her together, but she did come out smaller than the other one too. So she's just cute. She's just a little curious duckling. I love her. I think I'm probably going to take her to a market and it'll be one of those things that's kind of bittersweet when it sells because it's really cute. Look at her. Should I post it on Etsy? I don't know. I'm debating it because she's special. She is very special. And to finish up the white yarn, I made my very first winter slash Christmas make of the year. It's a snowman. For this one, I used my original pattern. It's on my pattern shop. I have like 3 snowman patterns. I didn't realize. And I'll probably make a new one this year too. Who knows? um, this is the original pattern was made with blanket yarn, and I thought it might not work out. I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't when the original patterns are like with blanket yarn. But since this is such a thin yarn, that's why I was like, I don't know. But it did work out. I think I had to adjust the hat portion of the pattern, which is pretty easy to do. I think I just didn't do the last row of increasing. And yeah, it's so cute. And the carrot nose. I did not do the last row of increasing on the carrot nose as well. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. I guess I made a second capybara. And I had a request for 8 Pokeballs on keychains. And I made some extra. I gave the person the Pokeballs already, but I did have a couple extra. I just put different keychains on them so I could show them like the different type of keychains I could put on them. This is like the ball keychain, and then this one is like the ring, I guess. So these were examples that I used for that order. Before taking the order, I just wanted to show them that there's different keychains. I have made this pattern. I think this is like my 4th one. I was a pattern tester for it, so it's a very special pattern. Um, so the pattern designer changed their Instagram name and their YouTube name as well. I know the old name, but I don't know the new name. I will have it on the screen though. This is a paid for pattern. The pattern name is Winston the Cow, if I'm not mistaken. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy and it's so cute. Um for my very first time, used glitter safety eyes. I love the eyes. I'm here for these eyes. They're so cute. I have not too many pairs of these eyes, so I'm like picking and choosing what I want to use them on, or if I want to order more, which I probably will order more because they're just so cute. But I feel like this was a perfect pattern to use the eyes on, because it's kind of like the same way I'm viewing certain yarns, is that like it has to be special to use the eyes. Same way like certain patterns have to be special to use our special yarns. But yeah, I do love this pattern. It is designed where everything is sewn on though, but I'm sure if you make it like the first time, you can do it that way. And then once you make it the second time, I'm sure you could crochet the arms on and the legs on. Um, it's kind of easier for me, anyways. The reason I say that is for me, it's kind of easier once I've already made something once to go in the second time and find the placing. It's harder for me if I've never made it before to try to figure out what row to put the legs and the arms on and the spacing between them, but it's really cute. If you do make it like the pattern says, then you do have to sew on the arms, the legs, the spot, the ears, the horns, and the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, but at least the head and the body are together. And yeah, sometimes sewing really doesn't bother me. Like for this project, like I said, I've made it like 4 times, and I will probably make a fifth one because sometimes it's just really, really worth it. The last project that I have is made with, I don't even know what this yarn is. I think this is Sweet Snuggles Light. I think this is a 5 weight. I know that. And Mooding is the hippopotamus that has become so popular. I feel like it's kind of taking over capybara territory. I feel like people are moving on to hippos now, but I will forever be a capybara girl. I feel like I add things to the list of things that I like, but as I add, I don't really remove old things. I just keep building up the list of things. So I found a pattern for mooding the hippo on YouTube. So it's a free video pattern. I usually do not work with videos. I rather have it written out. I don't know. I don't know. I just, for the most part, unless if it's something that's like really difficult, like a blanket, because I don't make blankets or hats. Um, if it's amigurumi, I much prefer it to be written. But this video was so well done. I enjoyed watching it and I was really excited. And I have a mooding hippo now, which I'm also debating putting on Etsy. But I feel like the thing is, if I put it on Etsy and I take it to my next market, I have a feeling it's gonna sell. So then I would have to um like I have been doing, removing what sells at my markets immediately as they sell, or else I'm gonna forget, or remake it and have one ready to go if it sells on Etsy. So I don't know. It's a decision I have to make. But it's so cute. It is a bit of sewing. It's an interesting make because the mouth is kind of open and it's not like a piece you sew on. So I thought that was really cool. That was something new for me in the amigurumi world for sure. But this little sassy hippo did not want to sit up. When I made her, she kept tipping forward. So I sewed on the front legs, and for the back legs, I removed a row for each of the two back legs. So the front legs would be taller and she would not tip forward. So that's the only change that I did to that pattern, but I think it's so cute. I love Mooding. Super cute. Little sassy hippo. But yeah, those were the amigurumi makes for this week. Like I said, there was a lot of different yarn weights, which is very different for me. It's new. It'll probably carry on next week because, like I said, I'm trying to use up these yarns. And then probably in about, 2, 3 weeks, we'll be back to our regular acrylic yarn amigurumis. There were a couple here and there, but it was fun. It was fun doing different, um, doing the same patterns, but with different yarns was fun. But also just using the different yarns was something new for me, so I enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully the audio isn't too terrible. I think the problem for the video that I had posted that had like the complaint for the audio, I had the fan on. I'm almost positive I had the fan on because this room gets really warm and I think I forgot to turn it off. And I was testing this microphone earlier before doing this video, and I had the fan on and you couldn't hear it. So I was like, okay, hopefully this works. If it does work, it's a godsend because I love having the fan on when possible. I feel like I become a little bit more relaxed when the room is cool, and so I'm able to talk to you guys a little bit longer about the projects rather than just rushing to get it over with because it's hot in here and I want to turn the fan on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you think any of these should be posted on my Etsy shop. As of right now, I have the large opossum, the velvet one, the cow, and the chicken. But I'm really debating adding these frogs and the moving hippo. I think they'd be really cute on there. What I've been doing for Etsy is I think I have like 59 as of right now, anyways, but I keep adding more all the time. But as of right now, I have 59 listings on there. And some of these items I do take to markets. So as soon as I either come back from the market, because it's kind of hard to do on my phone, I will either delete the listing or change it to a new item. So it does add a little bit of work. I'm not trying to complain about it, but I think it's not even the work part that gets me. It's the trying to keep up with it. And I'm terrified of selling an item twice, like once at the market, and then looking at my phone and seeing that I have a notification that it's sold. So it's more of like anxiety that'll happen. Although, to be honest with you, I don't see that happening. My Etsy store has been so slow. I'm super thankful, super thankful for the people who have ordered on it. Um, because yeah, it's been pretty slow. But I keep posting new listings on there and just trying to have fun with it. Thankfully the listing fees aren't high. The selling fees are high though. But it's nice to have the potential of selling a plushie and having that income come in without in addition, I mean, to markets. It's nice to potentially be able to sell a plushie any day of the week. And that's why I keep posting on Etsy. But I keep rambling. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna probably put in a clip of the yarns, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. This is the shelf fixture that has the different yarn weights. So this is the ones that I use for the moving hippo, and yeah, it's a 6 weight if my camera would focus, but it is a 6 weight, super bulky. So I had like the perfect colors to make that hippo. This square is all the same weight of yarn, and I just wasn't sure what to make with it. So I used this color to make those frogs. And if you guys have any ideas what to do with these colors, that would be greatly appreciated. This was my velvet yarn, but I did have white, gray, and pink in here. I just moved them temporarily because I'm making opossums. So as you can see, I don't have a lot of velvet yarn, but I do want to use it up. And then this one is velvet as well. But I'm not too worried about these yarns right here because I have more of them. And I do have some projects that I can make with those, but it's these right here, these two shelves that are like, these are super, super thick Sweet Snuggles yarn. Yeah, it's Jumbo 7 yarn. Um, it's these that I don't really know what to make with them besides frogs. Um, and then these colors with velvet yarn, I'm still trying to decide too. So right now I'm focusing on these two shelves. I think I'm gonna try to give you guys an update when maybe next week when I make more plushies, hopefully from the shelf, and we can see if it's gone down. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys.